get out of my way. Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Panthers of Buenos Aires. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 red. 60 red. White.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Ready.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Young to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll play fake. Now Young. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here in the game's opening drive. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Okay, right? Come on, set, Hunt.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Seal, black. Set, ready.
It's Young off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
11 MT, take 11 MT, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And they're able to get to him right away, but still down to the 44-yard line with a catch.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It's good set. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Burrow changing the look. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
11 MT.
Right back to Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Thomas. Here we go. Wide 80.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Set, punt. 52 pull.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Set, punt.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Okay, ready?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Set, ready.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's good for a Buenos Aires 1st down.
Here we go. Hunt.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. A short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got room at the 30, down to the 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add 6 to their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not happening.
Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Young now after the fumble recovery. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Set. Go. Hut, hut.
They go play action. Young. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Point after try forthcoming. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Bengals 3.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 63 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Set. 33. Set.
Young off the play fake. On target to his man, Likely. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Ready.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Young to throw it. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That pass complete to Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
When he decided to run a hitch route, it really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Xavier Legette, 40 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
Now it's Burrow. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A quick throw there is incomplete.
On 1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Again, it's Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
But the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
11.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for... Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready! The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to look deep for Moore. He's got it at the 15. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
36 yards on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Pushing his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. Complete to 4th down. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
12, 12, 11, 11. Right 80. Stop.
An inside give, Brown. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Ready, ready, ready.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 45, White, hut, hut.
Now Young. Hard throw, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. 180. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, Maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
12. Here we go. Wide 80.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
12, 12, 12.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds for himself. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Wide 80. Right up. 11.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. On the tackle there, Ronnie Johnson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9. Throwing, Young. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right. 60 red. 60 red. 10.
To throw, Young. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 receivers in the formation that time, Brandon. So all they're trying to do is create a little indecision in the defense's mind, and instead they just want to drop this one off underneath. Nice job, though, to get to him quickly and hold him to a short gain.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as the tackle made about the 43-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Ready. Blue, 32. 6. Mega. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Black 40. Ready?
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Panthers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
41. Bengals 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Burrow looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. 11 empty. Ready? Right up.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
12. Right 80. Right shot. 11.
Now Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Hey, we got to keep
the noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
11.
Here's Burrow. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Set, ready.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Pass the 20. Touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 47 yards. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Running cut. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Throwing. Burrow. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now he's into the clear again. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 53 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
180. Ready, cut.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11.
First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's second and long.
11. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Panthers, they boost their record.